The title of today's message is Fix Your Focus. Given a little background on the reading I'm going to be diving into. After feeding the 5,000, Jesus sent his disciples across the Sea of Galilee while he went to pray alone. During the night, a storm arose, and as the disciples struggled against the waves, Jesus came to them, walking on the water. Diving into Matthew 14, verses 25 through 32. It says, Jesus came toward them, walking on the sea very early in the morning. When the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were terrified. "It's a ghost," they said, and cried out in fear. Immediately Jesus spoke to them. "Have courage, it is I. Don't be afraid." "Lord, if it's you," Peter answered him, "command me to come to you on the water." He said, "Come." Climbing out of the boat, Peter started walking on the water and came toward Jesus. But when he saw the strength of the wind, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried out, "Lord, save me." Immediately Jesus reached out his hand, caught hold of him, and said to him, "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" Going back to verse 28, after everyone's freaking out saying, "Oh, is it a ghost?" And think about it, if we were in that position at that time, see someone walking on water, you'd be freaking out as well. So everyone's freaking out. The disciples are trying to figure out who it is, and Jesus says, "It's me, don't be afraid." Peter takes that leap of faith and says, "Command me to come to you on the water." And so he walks on the water because Jesus commands him to do that. So Peter has the right idea by taking that leap of faith, by looking at God, by looking at Jesus and saying, I put my trust in you. Tell me to walk on this water and I will. And that's what Jesus does. But as Peter's walking on the water, it says in verse 30, he saw the strength of the wind. As Peter took his eyes off of Jesus and looked at the things that weren't working on his side, while Jesus was working on his side and he had the faith with it to allow him to walk on the water, he saw what was pushing against him. The strength of the wind was what was working against him and began to sink. He focused on the negative. Just like in life, you have to take leaps of faith for certain things, putting God first ultimately and letting the rest fall into place. But whether it's in business, in sports, taking that leap of faith and putting yourself out there to get the edge, to get to that next level, to get to that next step and rise to where you want to become. But once you're in the process of doing that, don't be discouraged. Don't focus on the things that are working against you. Focus on God and focus on what got you in there in the first place. Fix your focus on the positive things. Fix your focus onto Jesus. Have that true faith like Peter did have at first, but don't get worried. Don't let your doubt of faith, as Jesus says to him, "Why did you doubt, you of little faith?" Don't let that lack of faith take your eyes off of Jesus and off of your mission, and focus on the things that are pulling you down, things that are distracting you, the things that are turning you away from your mission, your purpose from God. Keep that leap of faith, trust in it, and attack it fully with your mind set through on what's right.